Hello, I'm Clare Weze and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my new book, The Storm Swimmer. You might have heard of my first book, The Lightning Catcher, but The Storm Swimmer isn't a sequel to that, it's brand new. And my brand new character is a girl called Ginika, and you can just see her here looking very worried in this boat. And Ginika's life has been turned upside down. And she spends the first chapter and a half in a very bad mood because of it. She's lost her home and she has to spend the summer, at least, maybe more, at her grandparents' seaside boarding house, which sounds really lovely, and it is, but she misses her friends, she misses her parents, she misses her whole way of life. She's from London, but then she meets a boy who seems to live in the sea. He's called Perry, and he leaps and dives through the water like a dolphin, and he talks like a burst of bubbles. He's not exactly a mermaid, but he's definitely something that Ginika's never seen before. So I got the idea from the story while I was walking on a beach, a pebbly beach in Cumbria, and I had the idea for an adult story. So it was an adult character who was annoying one of his newfound friends, and I wondered what would happen if, when her back was turned, he just flipped back into the water and disappeared completely, and that he'd come from the sea all along and she didn't know. So that was a story opening that came to me in a flash, which is really nice when it happened. And I worked it up into a short story that I thought was going to be for adults, and then realised it had so many fantastic aspects that would be really good for a children's book. So I took certain things, discarded certain other things, changed the character completely, got new characters, and away we went. So there are several main themes in the book, and some of them are questions that the book tries to answer, such as, what does home mean? And how do we change when we lose our home, even temporarily? And what if home was a place that you rediscovered every day? So the adventure explores difference, friendship, and the meaning of home. And friendship is another really big theme. There's a tricky friendship at the heart of the book, because I wanted to explore what can be done when friendships go wrong. And 9, 10, 11, 12, these are the ages when that sometimes starts to happen. We don't ever really get a book of instructions, do we, on what to do when friendships go wrong like that. And while this is not that book, it does explore that theme. Another major theme is body shape, differences, similarities, and adaptations to different environments. But I'm afraid that is where spoilers lurk, so I better not say any more about that theme. So now I'm going to read a section just to give you a little flavour of the book. So this is from where Ginika first meets the boy from the sea. He wore seaweed, cleverly draped and tied. His hair was the colour of the sea, and she couldn't make sense of it. How was that possible? And his skin had a greenish tinge, or was that just a trick of the light? He turned back to her, amazed, just plainly amazed, as if he too couldn't believe what he was seeing. Their eyes locked, and his mouth turned upwards into a tiny, shy smile, and Ginika grinned. His smile widened. She kept staring, even when a trickle of salty spray flicked into her face as he whipped back into the water as fast as he'd arrived. His legs surfaced just once, a neat, expert flip, and he disappeared. Those legs! So close together, they looked and acted exactly like a fishtail in the water. She jumped to her feet, heart thumping hard. He didn't come up. She held her breath and waited. There was only the slap, slop, slap of the waves. He must be drowning. She had to get help. I'll leave it there. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy going on Ginika's adventure with her.